What is up, Helenback runners? My name is Doc Jake Swart. I am a physical therapist here at Athletes Potential, and I'm so excited because we're about to go over 2 different drills that you can do to help you prepare and get ready for this super intense race that you're about to do. So one of the things that I'm going to talk about is this muscle that sits on the inside of your leg here called your tibialis posterior. This muscle is nasty, and it gets really active and engaged, especially with trail running. Because that muscle, what it's trying to do is it's trying to help keep that inside of your foot stable, so that when you're running on all these trails, and your foot, when you run on a trail, it needs to be able to overpronate, or just pronate in general, because this pronation is going to help your foot feel the ground a little bit better. However, when we pronate, that's going to increase the amount of distance that tibialis posterior goes into, which is going to require a lot more activation and activity to help keep that foot stable, okay? Now, that means that it's going to get really sore. So to help with that, so when I say tib post pain, what happens is people talk about pain kind of like running through here, right along the inside of that foot, can even go down to the bottom of that foot, but right around here is where we start getting this tibialis posterior really lit up with, okay? Now, to get after that, there's a really simple thing you can do. So come over this way. All you need to do is you need to get a little lacrosse ball. We have a yoga tune-up ball. These things are great because they've got the density, but they have a little bit more of a grip. But what you're going to do is you want to make sure that you get so you'll feel for the inside for this shin bone right here, okay? Now, what you're going to do is you're going to feel for the inside, so you'll just trace this shin as you kind of go down, and then as soon as you sink down, so boom, right there, you see my hand just sink towards the inside of that shin right there. That's where we're going to start sticking this lacrosse ball, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick that lacrosse ball in here, so I'll switch my hands. I'll stick that lacrosse ball in here. I'm going to give it a little bit of a rotation so I can start getting some of that fascial planes there, and then what all I'm going to do is I'm going to pump my foot up, down. I'm going to pull it. We're going to do some ankle circles one way or the other. I'm essentially doing what's called a tack and stretch technique. So I am trying to hold this lacrosse ball still, so I'm not going up and down here. I'm kind of twisting, anchoring in, and then I'm going to pull this foot back and forth, okay? And you can work all the way down this leg, just rotating that foot around, doing some ankle circles, ankle pumps. But again, you're going to feel for that shin bone, and you're going to go until you drop right off that, stick that ball right there, give it a nice rotation, wind up that fascia, and then get after it, okay? This is a really effective drill, guys, to kind of help you out with that tibialis posterior. This is a great thing to do post-run. Go for about 1 to 2 minutes on each side, and let me know how it goes. Thanks.